Welcome back to Idaho. Today, it's a fresh spin on the story of high school sports as the path to transformation and redemption. We're talking about Lucha. It takes us on the inside of the Taft High School women's wrestling team on their journey to a championship. Personal challenges abound as well, from unsupportive families to homelessness. But 4 young women from the Bronx, Shirley, Nyasia, Miriam, and Alba, find solace and hope in each other on the wrestling mat. Their empowering story is a testament to the human spirit and to true grit. I had the honor and the pleasure to speak with the producer of Lucha, Coach Lee, along with the director and also the 3 stars of the film as it premiered at the Sun Valley Film Festival recently. Take a look.
Lucha is the result of what was initially our attempt to make a recruiting short film. We were trying to make maybe a 15 or 20 minute short doc that we were going to use for recruiting. We had a brand new wrestling team in New York City, and it was the same year that New York City introduced an all women's league. So we got a boys team and we got a girls team. And so, but they told us you have to recruit or we'll take the program away in a couple of years. So we were attempting to do that. And then I met Marco over the summer, the director, told him about the project. He said it seemed amazing. He would love to be a part of it. He's from the Bronx. And he came and met the ladies one day and fell in love with the story, that he wanted to do a full-length movie. And we said, okay, no problem, but we don't have permission technically, and we don't have any money. And he said, don't worry about that. That's fine.
Marco, what did you find so intriguing about the story that made you want to produce this?
Well, it had a couple of just beautiful things. One, it had a story of first women's team, pioneers who were breaking boundaries and doing it in a graceful, beautiful, strong way. That was really, really intriguing. The second was that it had just great individuals. Just as soon as I met everybody and saw them and heard them and just felt their wisdom and their beauty on camera, they were just so open and just wonderful. Like, I was like, beyond the story, you're just looking for great people, and that's what it was. They all had great individual stories as well.
What is your story? What compelled you to want to wrestle?
It was kind of because I was denied for soccer. I was an all-boys soccer team, and I still try to go out to have a female soccer team, and the coach laughed in my face. And so then, I think a week or 2 later, I saw the wrestling poster. I was saying, like, do you want to wrestle? Kind of like one of those Uncle Sam posters pointing finger at you, like, you're perfect for this. And then so I just showed up for the boys wrestling team, and I was actually the only female there at the time. So it was like I kind of like helped spearhead everything. It just called me. I don't know. It's like you got denied once, like your redemption.
A friend that I had, he was very into WWE and all that stuff. And from there, he seen the poster as well, just like Sam, and he felt it called to him. And because I was his best friend, he thought if he could do it, I could do it too.
At that time in my life, I didn't have an outlet. It found me.
The mat is just home.
It always has been home since, like, most of us stepped on it. Because we created familial bonds. Like, these aren't just people that I wrestle with. These weren't just my teammates. That's not just the director, and that's not just my coach. That's still, like, he's like my dad. This is uncle. Those are my sisters. You know, like, this is a forever family.
What was a golden moment that really stood out to you, that you knew that you had a story here that was worth sharing?
But I think the first moment was when I saw the first real practice, because I think the first couple of days were just warm-ups, but then I saw people tossing everybody on the ground and just smacking them, and I was like, oh, things just got real. And people were getting up and, like, in pain, and you could see, and they were busting through, and I was like, yeah, okay, let's go.
We actually got some advice from the Team USA women's coach, Steiner. He came in and did a clinic, and he was like, I'm sure you guys are probably a little nervous about coaching girls in wrestling. But he told us, but you're not doing that. You're just coaching wrestling. You know, you coach the sport the way you coach the sport. It was really, really special seeing them do something that had never been done by people who look like them, of their gender, in that area. And to see the after effects is even way cooler, to see in all the girls that followed in their footsteps, because they had the advantage of role models, which the ladies here today did not have the luxury of. So
They were the trailblazers that became the role models.
yeah, most inspiring thing I've ever been a part of in my life, for sure.
Marco, what do you hope viewers get from this film?
That's a good question. I hope, it changes over time, but right now I just hope they get inspired. I mean, it's just a story of overcoming all the things thrown at you and getting up and just going at it again. And that's the lesson of it, is just, it's not being a champion, it's having the heart of a champion. And I hope people just see themselves in this thing and see some common strains of, everybody's who's putting up a good fight.